What's happening? This is the Tap In podcast. We are live inside of the Tap In studio, man, and we got a special guest in the building. Probably one of my favorite guests. Also my favorite rapper now. Blackk Egyptt's in the building. What's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Chilling.
Can y'all hear me out there?
Yeah.
Top 5 right here. You know,
man, how you been, dog?
I live a good life. I'm real happy. 99% of the time. So I'm good. You know, I'm real good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, despite whatever happens, I'm good.
Why you say that? What's been going on? Talk to me, man. Let's talk.
I mean, nothing really has been like just super extreme or nothing like that. But it's just, you know, every day is something new. So it's just always
life.
keeping that positive mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
man. So for those who don't know, man, Blackk Egyptt has fastly become one of my favorites in. I'm about to say just in Dallas, but one of my favorites, period. And I was trying to get a record that you sent to me. I was trying to get it over to Nick Cannon, but every place that we went with it, I was getting dead air. You know what I'm saying? I had a connect that knew Nick, and he was like, "Yo, send the record over there." And that's the guy who handles all Nick's music, but it never festered nowhere. He did send me an email, but it never festered to nothing, man. You got a new project out now, right?
It's not out, right? It's,
okay.
It's coming though. So the set date to release is the month of November.
Okay, so this month.
This month, yeah.
Okay. What's funny? I don't understand. What's funny?
Is it because everyone, you know, asks me, what's the actual date, right? What's the actual date? I don't have a date. It's November.
Oh, okay. What's the hold up on the date? You still working out some tweaks on it?
To be honest, yes. That's the. I'm still writing to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So you don't got that much time.
You're right. I look at the calendar every day. Like I'm late. Like yesterday late. So, but it's coming. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be very lyrical. It's gonna be a lot different from the last EP was Room for Improvement, but it will also match the flow of my last song I dropped, Lottie. So it will match that element of sound. So
Lottie's one of my favorites, man.
Mine too.
Yeah, Lottie's one of my favorites, man. What's the name of this album gonna be called?
A Lucky Old Sun.
A Lucky Old Sun?
Yeah.
What's the meaning?
Lucky Old Sun, like the sun in the sky.
Okay, break that down for me. Where did you get that title from?
So let's see here. I was one day I was just kind of just seeing what was on. I wanted to watch some TV, and I came across James Brown's movie. And so I said, let me check this out. Right, I was glued to the TV, just watching this movie, and I was inspired. Like, wow, this dude is amazing. Like, you know, the way he performs, his attitude, his personality. I fell in love with that character. And I said I have to do something, you know, in my music to give some honor to him, some respect to James Brown. And so I went through all his albums, like went through his catalog, watched some more interviews just on YouTube, the ones I could find, and learned more about him. And so on an album, I believe the album is called I'm Back, right? He has a song on there called Lucky Old Sun. And in the song, he talks about the sun in the sky and relating it to the human experience, right? So he has a line in there where it goes, lucky old sun, all you do is sit around heaven all day, right? And in the song, he talks about his life. He works for his kids. He goes to works. He struggles throughout the day. But he's saying, all you do, sun, in the sky is just sit and roll around And so he's trying to compare the two, but also be thankful for it. And so I took that and said, I'm going to name the whole album Lucky Old Son. So if you haven't heard it, definitely listen. It's very soulful. Of course, it's James Brown, but that particular song just stood out to me the most.
Lucky Old Son. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, okay. You think your music comes from like a spiritual place, or is it you have to be like what is it? You have to be motivated or inspired to create it, or is it just something like where it's more spiritual for you to create?
So definitely spiritual. I have to tap into a particular source within me, and it takes a lot of focus sometimes. And that focus or that like bubble of space has to, like, I have to sit in there for a while. Like I have to like come across somebody like James Brown and then sit there, think, kind of, rehearse what I want to talk about, and then it has to come from the soul, right? It has to be impactful and inspiring to someone, because if I don't do it that way, it's not going to feel like it's worth it. So it definitely like something you have to tap into. So when artists say, hey, I'm in album mode, it's because they have to find the energy and really focus in and then stay there. So you're in this box, and sometimes you have to, cut people off and just kind of, no matter who it is, right, and just stay in that box and just really focus in and don't let certain energies impact that box, because it'll mess up your whole day. Now you can't write, so you have to really stay focused in and tapped in, and it can be hard sometimes.
Yeah,
sure.
I can imagine that's draining too. Is it draining, or is it kind of like a release?
It's it's a release when it comes out good, right? If it's nothing still coming out, then it's like it's draining. But when you actually write something and you're like, wow, okay, that was good, then it's like, okay, it's pumped up, you gotta keep going. But sometimes nothing comes out and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Then it gets a little anxiety and depression, and then the stuff start kicking in, and so.
Yeah. Man, I heard a bunch of artists say where they get these like writer's blocks or something like that. But in order to be creative, you have to like this is what I imagine, right? I imagine that in order to have that creative spirit or anything, like you have to go outside and be with the people to get that spiritual energy or that inspiration, whatever you want to call it, and then lock in to. That's what I imagine is like.
Yeah, it's a lot of different variables, right?
Shit,
but
yeah.
So like for me, a process is I can't stay in the house. Like there are times where I can write little words here and there in the house, but I have to be outside, like go to like certain bars, look at people, talk to people, and it just creates more like a context of what I'm trying to say. It's just different. It's different. Everybody different, but creativity is, it's the variable, right? And sometimes it's not easy to be creative, and no matter what you're doing, it's just a challenge sometimes to be creative.
Yeah.
But that's the key, is to be more creative, and when in what you're doing, to be more creative. Like it's never good enough. So.
Yeah. Did you ever have you ever like traveled just to create? Like, because I always hear like Kanye, we're going to get into Kanye too. I want to ask you about hey, but have you ever, like, 'cause I always hear Kanye where he'll have, like he'll go to Hawaii and he'll go to Paris or he'll go to Wisconsin, these different places to create music. Have you ever done that before?
No.
Okay.
No.
And not that you even have to be on Kanye level. It's just,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I just, so what works for me is just recording. Sometimes it's your focus is sitting in the car. Sometimes people's focus is just sitting in the bathroom. With me, it's I don't have a lot of the luxury, so sometimes I'm writing at work. which can be very hard.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
because you're like hearing the music, and then people talking to you, and then it's like
Yeah.
you just messed up what I was about to say.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine. Are you still doing your own beats, or where are you getting your beats from?
This particular EP, right? I know you want the album, but this is the EP. It's all produced by a guy named Serious Beats. He also produced Lottie. So.
Okay, Serious. His name is Serious Beats.
Mm-hmm. Go by Serious Beats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just cut that out. Nobody got it.
Yeah, we ain't cut nothing, man. We don't cut nothing, man.
Yeah, that dude's talented. I've been working with Serious for a long time, so
Yeah.
I just that style of instrumentals is very like East Coast, like like Royce 5'9" type vibe, and so you got to really write. So, yeah.
So what do you think about Kanye had an interview on Drink Champs? What did you think about his interview? I was going to ask another question, but I want you to answer that first. Just as a whole, right? What did you think overall of the? Did you watch the whole interview?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Okay. What did you think of it?
I appreciated it.
In what kind of way?
His personality. I just appreciated Ye, right? I appreciate his energy. Some of the things he was saying was kind of funny, right? But I just thought that his energy was inspiring. For me, you take the good with the bad, right? You take, a lot of people talk about, well, he said this, but he did also say some good stuff in the interview, and so I just took that and just run with it. I thought it was a good interview. I thought it was an amazing interview.
Yeah.
I think I looked at it the day of. I watched it, but then I just happened to go across it today, and it was already like 3.9 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. It is. It is. Here's my takeaway from it. Kanye is living in a different world than the rest of us. He's living more in a creative space majority of the time, and he's always trying to create something, whether it's shoes, fashion, music, his life. Like, he lives in that world, that creative world 24/7, where most of us don't have the luxury to do that, or most of us don't even want to live in that space that long. And so his viewpoint is way out there that most of us can't even relate to. You know what I mean?
True.
That was my takeaway from it as a 30,000 foot view. But when I get a little closer to it, I feel like Kanye has ADD.
Yay, right?
Yay. Excuse me. Formerly known as Kanye. I feel like he has ADD. I don't feel like he talk in sentences.
Yeah, kind of everywhere. But
Yes.
I think Noriega is the same way, because he kind of is everywhere too. Like, I watch his interviews. He bounces a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was kind of like watching the interview. He kind of was just letting Kanye speak, but sometimes they'll go here and go here, and so you just had to keep up. But it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for an interviewer, maybe that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can see.
I don't. Yeah.
But
I
sometimes,
guess just perspective.
yeah.
Of
But
what
sometimes you want to, like, as the audience, I'm like, can you elaborate on that a little
yes.
bit more?
Yeah. Let give a full thought of something. But I think with Kanye, even I did see where at certain points where Nori had to jump in because Kanye would go on these rants, and they would go in 10 different places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Nori would have to interject just to either bring him back to what he was saying or just to cut him off, because Kanye, he would just go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I thought it was kind of shady how he just kept going that John Legend and Big Shot.
I thought it was funny. I was laughing so hard because I can't take that serious. I was just like, that's just funny. He brought up the tombstone.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's funny. Like I'm sure a lot of people know Big Sean, super talented, and it was just funny. Like I didn't take that serious. I was just like, whatever.
And you know what's so funny? And please take this as a positive. I see you as a Kanye-ish.
Yeah.
I can see, because the way you make music is so like close to your heart that if you were given the luxury, I feel like you would stay in a creative space and you would always be creating.
Yeah.
And I would compare.
Right. You're right. He's very open. And so I think that's one thing. It would be nice to be that open, but it's scary at the same time. Because I even within interviews, even now, I feel myself being reserved a little bit, and it's like, just say it. So that's I think I like that about Kanye.
Yeah.
He just says it. No matter the repercussions, he's like, I don't care. It is what it is. And so like, see.
And I think Kanye relishes on that. Like he knows certain people are scared to say certain things or say, things in public, but I think he relishes it. But one thing that I thought was dope that he said that when he was talking about somebody or saying something out in the public, and then somebody said to him, "Man, Kanye, you just made it hard on yourself." He was like, "Nah, I just made it easier on myself."
He's talking about Big Sean. Yeah.
Because he was like,
he was saying too much.
Yeah, and he was like, "Man, I don't have to." He was like, "I don't have to be fake with these people no more, and they don't have to fuck with me, and so my life is gonna be so much easier." And I was like, "That's dope."
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, I feel him on that."
That is.
I feel him on that. So now you don't have to be fake and phony with people. You don't have to act like you cool with them. And now, because they gonna take it some kind of way, and they're not gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, that's a conversation though. Like, can you be brutally honest with somebody? Like, that's tough. Like, that's the question. Can you always be brutally honest at all times?
See, my thing is, you can, but just know that brutally honesty has a double-edged sword. So you can be brutally honest, but just know people are going to be brutally honest with you.
Like if I say, all people don't have a soul. Pause. Praises to the Most High. I'll just leave it there.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's more to it, but you get it. But I'll put it like this. I wrote a line in one of my songs. Lucky Old Sun dropping. It's dropping in November. So I wrote a line. I don't actually have a title to the song yet, but it goes, dominant or the recessive, but I was born with your blessings. You told me to give the message, but I was speaking to me. You were speaking to we. Desire mixed with greed. My wants versus your needs. But the key line was dominant or the recessive. See, I was born with your blessings, and people got to figure it out.
That's what I like. That's what I like about you, man.
Yeah.
You deep. You know what I mean? But the music is still like you could bounce to it. You know what I mean? That's what I like. That's what I like about your music, because you putting the message in there. You putting the message in the music, but also, if I want to dance to it, like, you know what I'm saying, I could dance to it. Oh shit!
Yeah. It's like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what does it take to be courageous enough to say what you want to say and not care about what people feel? Like, just say what you say and then leave it.
What does it take?
Like, what does that take? Yeah. Because
so
the problem is we go back and we're just like, oh, how did I make that person feel? But what y'all saying is, you say what you say.
You said your truth. It. Yeah.
So I would say what it would take is you not giving a fuck of what the backlash of what you gonna say, or you not really caring.
Yeah.
Like and you have to not care what people think, first of all, of you for saying that, but also I feel like it has to come from a place of love, especially if you're like with your friends, family.
Yeah.
It has to come from a place of love and I don't give a damn how you take this. This is what I'm seeing, and this is my truth to you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ain't going to accept it. A lot of people will, but I think you have to be okay with just saying whatever it is, and however it come back. Because here, and I'm gonna tell you, for me, I could be honest with everybody to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because one, I don't want to come off as an asshole. Two, I don't want to hurt the people I love feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm getting to the age where I'm just like, look, I could say it, I could deliver it in a better way, but I'm gonna still be honest with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think my honesty now, I just have to deliver it better and let people digest it or take it however they want. Because if I'm telling you something, my hopes is that you are that you know I want the best for you. Yeah. So that's why I'm telling you. And a lot of times it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. But I think most of the time it's hard to be honest with people like such. I think most of the time, like for me, I judge myself first, right? I judge everything that's about to happen if I say this. And so I won't say it. Music, I can mess around a little bit, right? I can say stuff like the dominant or the recessive, where I'm talking about DNA. That's what I'm talking about, DNA traits, DNA, you know. So, yeah.
What you about to say, Jazz? Nothing. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's well written, you know.
I think an outlet like music is where you can really be honest, you know what I mean, and be vulnerable when it comes to what you're saying and how you deliver it. You can deliver it the way you want to, you know what I mean? But I think through an outlet, like, cause here I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. When I get in front of a mic, I cannot be dishonest. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to be dishonest. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy that I just, because here's one thing that I learned: the camera ain't gonna lie. The camera will see through all the bullshit. So if you don't be honest, then everybody's gonna see that.
I'm gonna try it.
The cameras are off. Are you?
The cameras are off. I'm a little bit more like, you know, dancing around the truth, you know. I be dancing around the truth when the cameras is off, man.
Yeah,
I do. And it's even I'm glad we having this conversation. Because here's the thing. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks. Like, certain people that come on this show that do music, I'd be like, oh, that's dope. But I really don't mean it. I promise you. It's some people that I have interviewed that their music is not good. It's not. And I'd be like, you know what? I told myself 2 weeks, I said, man, when Blackk Egyptt come back on the show, I'm going to make an announcement to everybody else. If your shit ain't up to quality, don't come back on the show. Blackk Egyppt, I fucking love his music. I love his shit. And so if I ain't in love with it, like how I am with yours, like, I don't want to sit down and talk to you.
That's tough. I'm hard to compete with.
Top
five. I'm top tier. They'll say, what they at? Point them out.
I really, because, like, here's my thing. I don't want to break anybody's spirit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just may not be for me. You know what I mean? It may just not be for me. But
some people don't know. Like, some people don't know that they need work because they have so many enablers around them that, think of the people that's on American Idol, and like it's trash. Like you've flown here to be trash, and no one along the way has helped you. So I think just that honesty, some people need it, but like you said, it's like, how am I going to say this to this person to know that your music's trash?
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I'm gonna make a declaration right here on the show. The people who come on this show from now on, if you see them on this show and they do music, I fuck with their music. If you not on this show, I'm drawing the line in the sand with music. I am. And here's the thing. I'm not just gonna take what I like, because what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna get a bunch of different opinions about it before they come on the show. You know what I mean? Because that way I won't be biased. I'm gonna have Jazz weigh in on this. You know what I mean?
That's a hot seat.
No
right
is
there.
a complete sentence. Like, no, you can't be on our podcast.
That's a tough seat.
Thank you for your interest.
And like,
it's so much like talent, like super good talent out there as far as in the community of rap and hip hop. There's so much like people who are at such a high level at this, like just rap stuff, like an MCing, you have to bring it every time, and it's hard. Like it is so hard to hear someone like KRS-One and like hear what he's saying. Like even like now, you hear his music and you're like, it's on another level. Somebody like Royce the 5'9", like these people like are different, right? J. Cole, like you hear this music and then you have someone, and I don't really listen to a lot of other music besides that style, right? So, but also like Lil Baby and The Baby, I like, the new artist is coming up, but like the particular artist I study is, like Royce the 5'9",
people who's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Busta, like that's real talent, real music, and those people, when you study them, you got to be ready at all times, because that's a different caliber of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I here's my thing about music.
I even like Moneybagg Yo, right? I like Moneybagg Yo. And I didn't really listen to him because that's not like my style of music. But I hear some features. I'm like, wait, hold on. This guy good. I heard him on a DMX album. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, what I was about to say, here's the thing about music is so objective.
True.
Right?
True. Mm-hmm.
And so it's certain things that's on the radio that I would be like, how in the fuck is this on the radio? And it's a song that's out right now with Kendrick Lamar and somebody else. I don't know the guy's name, but all I know is he say, some of the. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't even know the guy's name. The first time I heard him was on the BET Hip Hop Awards, and he got a song with Kendrick. I'm like, why is Kendrick even on this?
I think I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name though.
Man, I'm like, this is horrible. But yeah. I just chalk it up to it's just not for me.
Yeah, subjective. Yeah.
And I was just like, what is this? You know the song I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about. I have it downloaded. I just don't remember the name.
Like, and then I heard it on the radio. I'm like, oh wait, this is getting some push. Okay.
Yeah, I think that guy's either like related to Kendrick or signed under Kendrick.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He makes sense. I think he's the dark skinned dude. He got blonde hair, I think.
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I don't know.
Blackk Egyptt, how did you develop your style of music?
So when I first went in the studio, a friend of mine at the time says, "Hey, you should try rapping." So at that time, I actually wanted to be a preacher, right? That was my goal. That was my thing. That's what I wanted to do. I felt like that was my calling. And so he was like, "Man, you should get in the studio and rap," because I used to dance. I used to crump dance. That's what we did in Cali. And so I was like, man, I want to rap. Like, I don't do that rap stuff, but I always could write. I would write poetry all the time. And so when I got in the studio, there was no poetry. There was really no rap. It was just a bunch of curse words. I thought this is what I'm supposed to do right here. It's just a bunch of curse words. And when I came out, they were like, man, you got something. I was like, what? It's like, you got something. I said, I was freestyling and it came out curse words. 90% of it was curse words. And they said, you got something. And I took that serious. You know, I respected their opinion, and that's where it started. And so at the time, my favorite artist was Eminem. And so I just combined artists. Like I told you, like I stole from these artists' styles. I stole like just certain styles and put it in the puzzle and then created my style. And, you know, I studied people like Lil Wayne. I was studying Drake, A$AP Rocky at the time, Nas, J. Cole, and I just kept studying their styles, like Lil Wayne's delivery and metaphor, J. Cole's soul, Nas's, just Nas period, Tupac's delivery, his passion, and I just every day just try to practice on that formula. And what you know stood out to me and touched me as far as the soul in me, like my spirit side. And then you know you have the thing is just the writing, right? Because like some people may say you sound like this person, you know you kind of remind me of this person, but when you get into your zone, it's only you versus you. And so when it comes out, it has to be authentic to you for it to be real. And that's what I want people to hear. Like if I say something, a line, I want people to just like, that's Blackk Egyptt. Like only Blackk Egyptt can say something like that. Like I can't say something like that. I want people to feel that. So I take the time to like write, some real good stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why while you was talking, I was singing la-dee-dee, la-dee-do. Give me your soul. I'm telling you, I'm a fan, man.
Yeah. I'm actually working on a video to that.
Really? Man. What is it gonna be? What's the concept? Because that song is so powerful. It gotta have the right visuals to match.
So she'll kill me for this. So the director, shout out to Haley, right? She's working on that. She's explained it to me thousands of times, but I see one thing and I'm like processing it still. She sent me the treatment yesterday, and she went through it like an hour with me, and I'm like, oh, that sounds so good. I see the images, I see it. It's gonna be amazing. Like I know it's gonna be amazing, but me, I want to do everything, right? I want to touch everything, and so I put it in her hands. Her name is Haley, and she's going to take care of it. It's going to be really good. I wanted a regular music video. She's creating a movie, right? Just that's just how she works.
Is it going to be like a thriller, or you mean just the whole,
like the whole video, like the skit, like the she's really gonna put it, her art into it. I have his brand is Taylor Penguin, James. James. He's gonna be the videographer. Amanda is gonna be my stylist. She worked with me before, and so she's setting it all up. Here's the money.
I see.
Good team.
Here's my vision of the song, right? Is a gentleman or a guy, woman, person, human, walking down this path, is like with chains, and he's singing the song la-dee-dee, la-dee-do, give me all your soul. And on his walk, he's having all of these different encounters with different things, from either drugs, alcohol, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how.
Okay, I think it's similar. It's similar. You know, it's very similar.
Not quite what you've envisioned.
No, it's similar. Well, me, I'm different, right? So, but her, she's in the same element as you. Me, I'm like, let's go outside. Let's put a van on fire and let me stand in front of it, you know, and rap, la-di-dee, la-di-do, gold chains, maybe a red suit, you know, just what it's you know, you got to give people the opportunity to create in their space, right? And that's the team. That's why you have a team, and you have to delegate that and say, okay, here you go. Hope for the best, you know.
Man, you better than I am.
It's hard. It's hard.
Especially when I give him my money, I want to have a say so. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I trust you, and if you delegating that responsibility, like.
I really, because I know she's been, and she may see this, right? And so I know she's been very, very patient with me. And because we started this idea of this video shoot in July. And even the videographer, I just want to say thank y'all so much for your patience, and I know y'all gonna kill it. You know, I just, you know, that's my team, right? I just want to just give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Stennis Hill. Sorry, I know.
No, go ahead. That's your mom.
Stennis Hill. That's my boy. Shout out to Stennis, and you know, that's my boy. Hood Icon is his brand. So, Hood Icon, I like his brand because I would have wore a shirt today, but logistics, right? But it's a brand about being and growing up in the hood, right, where we come from, and becoming, you know, coming out of that to bettering yourself as a person, getting the knowledge you need, right? Just empowering yourself to grow, to help other people, and it's called Hood Icon. So I just want to.
Oh, okay. Do you have any features on the new project?
Features. No.
Okay, that was a long no. Why?
Because there is a poet on there.
A poet?
She's a poet. Her name
okay.
She go by Cookie B.
Okay.
So she'll be on there doing some poetry. So I guess that would be considered a feature.
But no, like, singing or rapping features on there?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That's dope.
You know, features they're funny. You know, so what? Last year, right? I asked a singer to be on a feature on one of my songs. Really good song. They agreed to it. I said, all right, let me put some things together for it, you know, and then I'll let you know when it's ready. So it took about 5 months to really focus in on it, put something together. I said, hey, it's ready. And they said, I'm not doing features right now, right? This is the game. This is the game. And it was just like really, you know who I am? Humbly, right? Because I'm humble, but I guess we don't have to be humble all the time. But, you know, we're humbling ourselves every day. I guess we don't have to be humble. But it was just like, dang, like, all right. So I feel like most of the times, even though I know I'm pretty good at music, there's a lot of overshadowing, like, he rap, but who is he? Like, you know, he's not nobody. And I get that a lot, and it drives me to kill. It drives me to work harder than to murder anything I put myself to, because I've been like that all my life. I've been bullied. I've been neglected, you know, and anything I've been in, if it's in school, if it's dancing, if it's at work, you know, and then music, I feel like people just lowball me, like, he cool. They know I'm good, but they don't give that credit. I feel like I have the Wale syndrome sometimes, you know. And so it's like, all right, it's cool. And so, you know, I think 2 months after that, she was doing a feature in the studio, right? And it's just like, it is what it is, you know. And you know, at the end of the day, you got to do for self first. You know, you never know the intentions or the reason, so you don't want to, you know, speculate, right? Hey, this is why, but it's something that pushes me to be like, okay.
If you need some singers, if you ever need some singers, I got two twins.
Oh my God, that would be fire.
I got two twins
Yeah.
that will blow anybody out of the water. I'm talking about dope. And
That'd
they,
be really fire.
yeah, and they do, and I think they will be open to doing a feature.
Yeah.
Like they ain't too like Hollywood. I hate saying that. They not too busy or they not too full of themselves to do a feature. They are dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a video of theirs after this.
Okay.
But
I thought Dante was gonna say himself.
Ah.
I had to plug the mic back.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I had to plug
Let's
the mic
see.
back.
I'm not
up to
doing no
say
features
no.
right now, man. I'm not.
Let's hear. I got a request. Let's see some Teddy.
Pendergrass
Yeah.
or Riley?
Pendergrass.
Nah, you know what? I've been drinking a lot. I've been on a
Oh,
roller
man.
coaster this last week.
You
So
need your tea.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? My throat is all pause. Is it's not working today. Man, yeah, I got some twins though.
Okay.
That would be fire.
Mm-hmm. I would love to hear them on the song together.
That would be fire. Like seriously, with your style of just like the way you vibe and just their like sultry voice, that would be actually fire. Yeah, it would.
Okay.
You want
I
to produce
hear.
this thing? You want to produce this?
I would be the producer.
I wanna
and if
hear
you
it.
need an extra person on the track,
I want to hear it. I want to hear this. I want to hear him. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man. What else is going on, man? Have you been doing any performances?
No, not lately.
Okay.
I just trying to focus on completing this EP. Because there's so many things I do outside of the music, and so I just try to focus in on the music because that's the main thing for me. That's what I want to do. Like that's my art. That's the gift. And you know, I feel like that's my purpose, and so that's something I have to spend time to. And performing it's sometimes I want to just put out more music and perform. Like I want to throw my own concert, and that's a journey in itself too. But the budget is for the EP right now, so and there's been a lot of things that's conspired this year that pushed me to write an EP. Like I had a car accident. I can't remember the month, but it was this year, earlier in the month, and I hit a pole and totaled the car.
Was you drinking?
Yes. Let
Oh,
me
damn.
explain.
Okay.
So, that particular week or so, it was very stressful. I was having anxiety, and it was based off of why am I not where I want to be yet, right? It was just like, what is the holdup? So you have these I have these conversations, and like with myself, like, dang, what am I doing? Why am I not hustling harder? Why am I being slowed down sometimes? I think we all go through this, and it's like, what the heck am I doing? So that turned into some frustration, anxiety, and so every single day I was drinking, right? Like drinking hard, like heavy. And this particular day, I was up. I had started my day at like 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. And usually if I do that, I'll take a nap around 12, 1 o'clock. This day I didn't. I was on go all day. And around 11, I started, around 9, I started drinking. And I had to wake up that morning at 4 or 5. And so I eventually went home intoxicated, and thank God I didn't hurt anybody or hurt myself. But I eventually went home and fell asleep. I fell asleep, hit the pole, I got out the car, and just still kind of out of there, like, what am I doing? And I'm trying to, like, figure out, okay, like, this car got to go. I'm trying to, so the police come. And, like, what happened? I said, well, the pole hit me, right? And they start laughing. I was like, the pole hit me. I don't know where it came from, but it hit me. And he took it easy on me, and because I was fine. It was just I fell asleep. I really just was super tired, and And so yeah, that was an interesting night.
I'm glad you're here to tell this story.
Thank you. It was it
The
woke me
same
up.
happened for me.
Yeah.
Definitely, your body will shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would think you're fine, but your body will be like, hell no, nigga,
Yeah.
we're done. And so I'm literally glad you're here to tell this story.
Thank you. It was a lot. You know, it was a wake up. It was like, chill out. You good. And I write about that too in the EP.
About that whole story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Damn.
I'll rap it. Let me see. I'm trying to remember it. It goes, you tell me if I believe that I can really walk on water. But if I drown, tell me, will I really meet my author? I'm going through a lot, depression breaking up my armor. I think my past is trying to catch up to my karma. I think she got a cousin who instigating the drama. My swimming pool is empty. I took it all to my kidney. I'm hanging off the cliff. Just say you want to go with me. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's fire. And we're excited.
It's coming.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear the music, man. I'm ready.
Gave us that tea.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear the music, man. I'm ready to hear the music. Cause here's what I realized, right? Especially with Summer Walker dropping her album not too long ago, that a lot of people are going through shit.
Yeah.
And so just to hear those words and hear how you put them together about something that you went through is super relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people is gonna gravitate to it. And one of my favorite rappers, which is Nip, said, man, if you don't have those stories that people can relate to, your shit ain't gonna move the people. And that kind of stuff, dealing with them dark times, is what's going to make people gravitate to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm ready to hear the music, man.
What do you think about Summer Walker? Did you hear the album?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. Like, to be honest, I'm kind of sexist when it comes to shit like that, man. Like,
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you. So I listened to the album, right? And because there was a lot of hype around it, so I was listening to it, and so I've heard a little bit about her story, like as far as, you know, London on the track and then her baby situation, and so from what I know, I feel like there was some type of issue between the two, right? And so as a consumer who's not fully engaged, but kind of like I like the music that she puts out, I was listening and I'm like, okay, I like this. And so I hate, but sometimes it's hard for me to listen to music like that, because it feel like it's always like something about a man doing something bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sometimes it could be draining for a black man to just keep hearing this, and it's like, okay, I get it, but all of us not like this, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let me listen to the lyrics a little bit. I was like, dang, these deep, like she hurt. But then what threw me off, and this would be a conversation from me to her, like, if this is something you're going through with this guy that you've been with, why does it say he wrote some of the music? Like, is the co-writer? It's like, to me, it's like, I don't get that. I don't.
So it's probably like, I would imagine like a
unless he's a producer and he's listed as a producer, right? That's different, but
could be that's a possibility as well. I feel like it's more like a Usher and JD type thing, where Confessions supposedly was based on JD's life, but it started playing out something similar in Usher's life. You know what I mean? And so you kind of mimic the music to the perception of what's going on in your life. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna sell.
Yes,
you know, so.
Because there's controversy around it. You know what I mean? You know, I thought you was gonna say something else. I thought you was gonna say something to the fact that if there's an issue with the dude, why are you with the dude, or why are you staying around? And I was thinking, what if Blackk Egyptt write a song to Summer Walker based on her album?
Yeah.
or based on the gist of her album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like a response song to her full album.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe
like,
a quick bar.
oh, okay.
Maybe for a song.
Maybe not his whole
It's still
song.
November.
Like
There's
just a
still
shout
time.
out.
Oh, okay, maybe a verse.
Yeah, take a shot. A little
Okay. Oh, are you in a relationship still? Or you are you locked down?
bit. Am I locked down?
Yeah, I mean not locked down. Let me not say that. Yes. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, good, man. Good. All right. Anything else, man? Anything else? I don't want to keep you too long.
No, I think I'm good. You know, it was good. I thank y'all for having me for sure.
You welcome anytime, man.
Yeah,
You welcome anytime.
I really want people to really inhale this album. It's not a lot, right? It's a lot and it's not a lot because it's only a few songs, right? And you know, I just want people just to breathe with it a little bit, and then a Lottie video will come also to keep you more, you know, engaged into the artistic side of where I'm coming from, because it's really coming from a spiritual side of me and my perception of it. But I'm still coming, you know. Even after that, I'm coming. I got stuff I got planned, and so it's gonna be some good stuff coming, you know.
Yeah.
I just want to just rap. I just want to rap, man. I just want to keep rapping.
Yeah. You want to leave us with some bars? You have some bars that you could leave us with, like a good 16 or something?
Okay. Maybe not 16. I'll mix it up a little bit. Let's see. They say, what's it like to be you? All these questions that surface. Sometimes I question my life like I need reimbursements. Like how you channel your pain. I just flipped 2 commercials. I invite you in home and let you meet in my circle. I invite you to friends, or you can meet all my serpents. That's something. Let's see. Why I feel awake when I want to live in my dreams. Why I feel like I'm the harvest of many seeds. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Blackk Egyptt, ladies and gentlemen. The EP is coming in November. What is it? The Sun?
Lucky Old Sun.
Lucky Old Sun.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all look out for that Lucky Old Sun.
Yeah.
Coming sometime this month in November. Yo, man, this has been the Tap In podcast. Blackk Egyptt, appreciate you coming again.
Yeah, man. The biggest is here. Top tier, top 5.
That's
you
right.
know, whatever you want to call it. Him, me, here. Shout out to my peoples. Hey, thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate all the people who support me. Thank you.
Yes. Yo, this has been the Tap In podcast. Holla at y'all.